A very warm welcome to the latest DVD presentation of home ice action from the Capital FM Arena, featuring your GMB Nottingham Panthers, and tonight's visitors, our sister club, the Braehead Clan from Glasgow. They've got tremendous support, the Braehead Clan. They're very noisy. Even a small number of them tonight will make some noise here at the Capital FM Arena. It's an interesting game. Jade Galbraith plays for the Braehead Clan. He used to be one of our stars. He's going to rack up a load of points this year, especially in the conference divisions where they play the other Scottish teams more than the top teams from England, as it were. They're looking for revenge. We stuffed them last week. It was 5-1 on a Friday night. It was like they had bus legs, not the GMB Nottingham Panthers. So they're looking for revenge. In the meantime, Panthers have gone on that roll, winning twice more in Scotland and then coming home to beat Edinburgh. So this is the 5th game in a row with Scots-based opposition. For now, table-topping GMB Nottingham Panthers. Tonight's game is sponsored by FM Sudafix, and our coverage is brought to you in association with Virgin Active. It's where the boys do all the gym work and all the off-ice training. Tonight's team news: David Clark, GB International, the scan's back. He has got problems with the knee and the leg, but they're not as bad as they could have been. No surgery required. He will not go away with GB. Instead, he will get intensive treatment from us here in Nottingham. The GB coaches have been told they need to call up a replacement instead of David Clark, who will be with us in the commentary box tonight alongside Owen Bradley. Also missing tonight, the guy who was alongside Owen last match when we were at home to Edinburgh, Martin Tuma. He's come back with a badly bruised. He's got a bruise on his knee, which is exactly puck-shaped. He is skating. It is sore. He's on for warm-up right now. As he said to me and the coach, I'm going on for warm-up. I might wear a full face mask because there's every chance with my luck I'll get hit with a puck. He's not going to play tonight. He is in contention for the trip to Sheffield at the weekend. We're concentrating on tonight's action, though, with Owen Bradley and David Clark in the commentary booth. Steve Wilkinson is behind the camera lens. And let me just remind you, this DVD broadcast is brought to you on DVD for home use only. No part of it can be broadcast nor copied in any way, shape or form. It is protected by the law of the land. Enjoy the game, folks. And it's the Panthers versus Braehead in the Rapid Solicitors Elite League. Top of the table, Nottingham against Scots opposition for a 5th game in a row.
Well, good evening from the National Ice Centre. Owen Bradley, your commentator for this evening's game. It's the Panthers against the Clan. Alongside me in the commentary box, Panthers forward, Panthers assistant captain David Clark, who's sitting this one out with a bit of a dodgy knee.
Yeah, unfortunately he picked up an injury back in Edinburgh over the weekend there. So yeah, I'm fortunately sidelined for tonight and maybe a few more weeks.
And it was Braehead, the opponents, a week ago tonight, the start of the 3-game Scotland road trip, and excellent performance that night. Took it to them early. Yeah, we came out really hard. You know, we jumped on Braehead early. They were short Kristanovic, their coach, so I think they may have been lacking a bit of direction that night. But I think you know, getting on them early doors, getting an early goal is definitely the key to tonight's game again. And straight off the opening draw, the puck goes up into the crowd, so we'll have our first stoppage of the night, just 7 seconds in. To tell you that as well as David Clark, Martin Tuma and Corey Nielsen are the scratches for Nottingham tonight. It's Mitch, Manu and Adam Walker missing out for the Clan, who have their coach Kristanovic back in the lineup. And it's Braehead controlling things, at least for the moment. Panthers knock it deep behind Garrett Zemlak's net and go after the puck. Benedict will pick it up, thinks about throwing it quickly in front. Now it squirts loose on the half boards for former Panther Jade Galbraith. He fires it down the ice, and the smooth skating Eric Werner will get there first for Nottingham, who will try to control things now and get moving down the ice. Here's Francis. Rich run of scoring at the moment. Cross ice into the corner for Benedict to chase. 3 Clan players go across and come out with the puck. Galbraith with a smart pass. And all the way into the zone. Shot on the backhand is wide from Matt Hansen. And Drew Miller, the NHLer, gets muscled off the puck by a combination of a couple of players. Panthers will go for a change. What was Drew Miller like, David, last week when you faced him?
You know, it wasn't out. He didn't really stand out, to be honest. I think quite a lot of us expected a bit more. Like I say, I think they were short a few guys when we was in Braehead, and you know, he we expected a little bit more from him. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, but maybe we'll see a bit more.
Neat play for the Panthers, who get into the zone and get the shot on from Pat Gallivan, who's growing with confidence every game now. Zemlak out to make the stop. First real meaningful save of the night comes from the Clan netminder. And of course there's another NHLer now in the league as well, Paul Bizanet, who certainly has the biggest personality of anyone. Yeah,
from what I hear, he's got a massive following on Twitter. I'm not quite down with the Twitter trend yet, but gradually trying to be forced into it. But yeah, by all accounts, he's a great personality, and he's going to bring a lot of attention to our league, which has to be good.
Nice play from Beckett at the blue line and gets a shot on. We'll have another face-off. Must be some peer pressure for you to join the Twitter bandwagon now, David.
The boys have been on me for about the last 12, 16 months, and I've stayed strong so far. But at some point I might do it. It's just figuring out to use it all, and you know, not making a blooming idiot of myself on there. So I'm sure I'll get the hang of it soon, and I'll be with everyone else, up with the cool kids.
Good pressure from the Panthers in the Clan zone. Bruce Graham wraps it around. Gallivan will chase. Jordan Fox out there as well. Gallivan does well to find himself some room, wants to play it to the point, instead goes back toward Fox in the corner. He's tied up on the boards, he's able to squirt it clear though, might find its way to Gallivan in front, just misses him, and then Beckett does a good job to step in at the blue line and keep the play pinned in the Clan end, at least for a moment. Now here's Weaver, nice pass to Gallivan. Gallivan's going to take his time, shoots and scores. Pat Gallivan waits and waits and fires past Zemlak. The game is just over 2 minutes old and Panthers already in the lead. Panthers 1, Clan 0.
Hell of a pass there by Jonathan Weaver. 99% of D-men either fire that down the wall or fire that on net, and he just made a pinpoint accurate pass to Pat Gallivan, and obviously equally as good finish. So great start by the boys.
Pat Gallivan just seems to be a player who, maybe not the best start to his career over here, but the last few games, the last few weeks, he's ramped it up.
Yeah, it takes time to adjust though, and you know, like you come into a bigger surface, a different style of play, a slightly different tempo possibly, and obviously a completely new surroundings for him, you know, in a different country. So, you know, he's gradually been getting better, stronger and stronger, and I'd say over the last 5-7 games, he's been outstanding for us.
Nice tip from Matt Haywood. Kowalski has to be sharp to make the save. Panthers with some defending to do immediately after taking the lead. Smart play from Mark Levers to just slow things down, but Panthers still have the puck in their own zone. Matthew Myers behind the net. Gives it to Steve Lee. Tries an outlet pass, which wasn't the best. Anthony Stewart has to be strong, and he's strong enough to muscle his man off the puck and then bring it down the ice. He'll knock it behind the net for him to chase. Lakovitz gets there first, turns in the corner, has Stewart with him. Absorbs the hit, keeps going with the puck, throws it towards the side of the cage, bounces off. Lakovitz in the corner to try and collect. The Clan just content to throw it down the ice. Both sides will change as Mark Levers takes his time. It's the David Ling, Brandon Benedict line out once again. Mark Levers will start things off up the balls. A bit too far in front of Matt Francis, who prods it on. Controlled by Steve Bernstall. Cross-ice pass, and the Clan can get moving at centre ice over the Panthers logo. Galbraith throws it towards the slot. Hit behind the play from Ling. The Panthers fans appreciate that, and Panthers come back the other way into Werner getting forward. Francis is at the back door. Puck doesn't find its way to him. A marker from David Ling on Jade Galbraith early on.
Absolutely, you know, in these type of games you have to get on guys like Jade. You have to make contact and let them know they're going to be in for a tough night. And you know, that hit there by David led to, you know, a fantastic opportunity for us. So it just goes to show you contact in the defensive zone will create two good things for us.
Smart play from Galbraith again. Kristanovic able to bring it down the ice. Drop pass, shot on Kowalski. Smart save by Killip, closing the pads, making the stop. And a warm round of applause from the Panthers fans for it. Decent turnout tonight as well. It was a understandably quiet night on Tuesday against Edinburgh, but Panthers fans turning out this evening.
Yeah, it's been a great season so far, I think, support-wise as always, and you know, it's great. A Friday night, we've got a solid crowd in. Unfortunately, we don't get to play this Saturday, probably because of some event, but you know, it's great that our fans turn out on whatever the night, and we're extremely grateful.
Chaumont behind the net. Beckett's going to race across and try to knock him off the puck, but he keeps going. The number 21 for the Clan with their flashes of purple. Panthers bringing it away though with Fox. Nice play up to Gallivan, the goal scorer, who just about gets through the hit. Fox is able to put one on of his own. Gallivan will come out with the puck, moving toward the corner. Battling for it. Clan just about able to get it away and will stride away with it down the ice. Left-hand side, tried towards the back post. Smart play to get a stick in front from Beckett and starts to play the other way. Fox fires it in on Zemlak, who goes down, makes the save. Just allows the Panthers to get some fresh legs out. Clan will bring it forward once more. Stewart finishes his hit on Farmer. And the Clan enjoying a nice little spell after Panthers took the lead. Here's Steve Lee for Nottingham. Bit of a miscontrol and then collision with the boards from Matthew Myers, but somehow able to keep hold of the puck, at least keep it pinned to the boards. Big shoulder from Anthony Stewart, and again trying to work the puck free, just squirt free, and it comes nicely for Mark Lever. Smart play eventually over towards Stewart. He'll get into the blue line, shoot, blocker save from Zemlak, and Stewart absorbs another hit. He's got stronger every game as well since he arrived. Lakovic does really well, keeps the play moving, fires it through some bodies, bounces into the corner, still loose in front. Francis can't find a handle. Clan will bring it away. And Kowalski out of his net to play the puck as well, fires it all the way around the boards, takes a bit of a spill, but does the job. Nottingham able to get it down the ice, now turned over. Farmer decides not to play for it, goes to the bench. Steve Lee able to control. 6 minutes in, Panthers lead by a goal to nil. Some neat footwork from Eric Werner behind the net. He will bring it forward. Francis right wing, cross ice for Ling and Benedict to consider. Benedict did get to it, but it's cleared out by the Clan. Panthers on the delayed offside. Francis will go for the change. Smart play down the middle to Kristanovic, the player coach. Hit on Galbraith this time from Jordan Fox. And the puck just a little bit too far in front of Bruce Graham, so the Clan will regain possession once more. Fired across from Hansen, then forward to Miller. Miller will bring it forward. The NHLer shoots, deflected over the top. Controlled by Guy Lepine, fires it high off the glass. Forward, chin at bounce. Fox will bring it down. Fox goes for his patented toe drag, tries to get the puck loose as well. Gets the shot away. Zemlak makes the save.
Yeah, a hell of a move by Foxy. We see that week in, week out. I was kind of expecting a penalty there because Jordan was in the clear and obviously got pulled down. I'd say that should have been a 2-minute tripping call, but shouldn't badmouth the referees because we can get into trouble for that. So
as long as you don't do it on Twitter, you'll be okay. I'm not sure how closely they monitor the Panthers DVD, to be quite honest.
Yeah, well, you never know. You never know.
Should do the things Gary says on here.
Oh, that's Gary. Gary's general manager. I'm not general manager. So they can get at me for making mistakes up here. But no, great play by Foxy, getting the puck to the net, and unfortunate to say we're not on the power play.
And Clan are going to be thrown out the draw. Galbraith a little bit eager. Don't think the hair ever stops growing from Jade.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
You wonder why you don't see it more. Panthers win the draw, back at point. Shot from a bad angle, deflected and wide. Myers pokes it into the corner. Referee Tom Darnell gets slightly in the way for a moment. Lakovic is able to make a smart move around the circle. Deflected shot into the corner. Good cycling from Stewart and Lakovic. Stewart now able to turn behind the net with a bit of time. Tries to throw it in front, deflected. I think it was Weaver who was moving in from the point for the option. Galbraith gets it to Miller. Clan clear it down the ice, content to change some legs. Smart pass from Beckett to Benedict, then over to Weaver. And then Ling just takes his eye off the puck. Able to control by Hansen. He gets it back once more over the Capital One logo, down the centre. Can't quite be controlled by the Clan, but they've got into the zone. Farmer shoots bad angle. Flashes straight through the crease and out the other side. He'll get it behind the net now. Chaumont wants it. Can't stuff it short side. Puck hops over the stick. Panthers bring it out with Ling. Tries to dribble in front for Francis. Can't get his stick to it. Panthers might get to this with Benedict. No, just a bit too much juice on it. Now here come the Clan again. With Farmer, he will shoot and he will drill it top corner over the shoulder of Craig Kowalski, and the young Brit gets the Clan level with 11:50 to go in the first. A zinger right into the top corner of Kowalski's net.
That was a good goal by Robert Farmer. I wasn't sure if he had that in his arsenal. That was one hell of a shot, and definitely a worthy goal, that's for sure.
Kid who went to school round here. What do you make of him? Up and
he's
comer.
A Nottingham lad. He's a Nottingham lad, and give him his credit. He gets his nose dirty, which is what you have to do as a young player, especially a young British player in this league. And he's done that now the last few years in the league when he's been with either Coventry or Sheffield, and now he seems to be getting his opportunity playing in a more prominent offensive role, and it's nice to see him deliver. Obviously, we don't want to see too much more of that tonight, but it's always nice for me to see up and coming British players making a good name for themselves rather than making a name for themselves probably in the wrong types of areas, which he probably has past been known for in Coventry.
Well, Nottingham hope we won't see any more of that tonight from Robert Farmer. Just coming at a time when Panthers had really sustained the bit of clan pressure that they had after the goal, and we're starting to come back into it, the ascendancy again.
Yeah, that's the thing you have to be careful with teams like Braehead, is that they're a counter-attacking team, which they'll just wait, try and put you to sleep a bit, and then suddenly bite, and that was a perfect example of it there.
Great play from Gallivan. It looks toward the ref, perhaps wanting a whistle. He'll back check as well now, up against Matt Haywood. Does really well right in front of the clan bench. Earns appreciation from the crowd for that. Werner will track Zajac into the zone. This one is up high on Kowalski's shoulder again, but he can hold on to this one. I just wonder what Corey Nielsen's like when he's in the suit on the bench and not in the playing gear.
He's a solid coach behind the bench. I think it's always been a natural progression for him to go behind there. We all know he's pretty articulated. He's a hockey nerd. To sum it up, he knows the game inside out, and it's tough to do two things at once, especially the level that he plays at and the level he used to playing at. As well as install all of those finer details, and him behind the bench right now has definitely been a good asset for us. Obviously, we miss his offensive side of the game as well and his leadership out there, but having him behind the bench has definitely been great for a lot of guys.
Panthers try to break 3-on-2, try and get men back. Anthony Stewart will go searching for the puck in the corner. Clan will get it away. Here's Haywood, backhands into the corner for a teammate to chase. Beckett comes across and handles him effectively. Francis will bring it forward. Francis beats one man, prods it away from two more, will chase it down. Zemlak comes out of his net, decides for the backhand, which Francis will get to first. Keeps it on the half boards as well, now drops into the corner. Nice play from Nottingham. One of the clan players has lost a stick, but the puck can't get to the target, and then Beckett has to be careful that he's not picked off. Panthers do just about enough. Clan still coming forward. Pass from Farmer. I think it was Weaver getting back, who does really well. And then Kowalski able to put his pad down on the puck. Great back check from Jonathan Weaver. We see his offensive prowess at one end and then his defensive skills at the other. Yeah,
he's a solid player defensively too. I think sometimes offensive players don't quite get the credit for the other side of their game, because obviously everybody leans to those stats and somewhat that player in the offensive zone. But as a defensive player, he's very sound, and yeah, he did a great job there clearing up.
Battle in the corner involving Galbraith, but Nottingham able to get the puck out and out of the zone as well. Gallivan's up against two men, decides to flip into the corner and chase. He's able to turn Zajac and get to it first. But the Clan are able to get it away to Galbraith. Gets a bit of a tangle on the boards, brings it forward across halfway. Boos from the Panthers crowd. Galbraith drops it in and then evades a hit as well from Werner. Clan come out with it in the corner as well. Back to the point. Shot towards Kowalski is padded away from Burnstill. Now Kristanovic shoots from a bad angle. Stopped by Miller. Miller will turn on the goal line. Still has it as well. Kristanovic just about able to control. Brings it up to the point. Picked off there by Fox, who gets it out the zone. Dribbles it down the ice. Won't go for icing. Panthers will change. Quickly back into the zone though with Burnstill. Gillespie puts a bit of body on him, but he'll keep going. Flashes it across the net. Here's Miller. Kowalski gets the pad down and makes a really smart save. Miller still going in the corner. Panthers just scrambling at the moment. Haywood is checked hard by Stewart. Panthers now do have possession with a bit of time. There's a fan pass. They're still keeping out of trouble, Nottingham. Steve Lee. Forward towards Lakovic. Picked off. Control behind the net now by Levers. Lakovic will drift into the Braehead zone. Just try to stretch the defenseman out a little. The pass is to Lakovic, who drops it into the zone and goes for a change. Long pass down the centre. Hayward will turn. Steve Lee watches his man all the way, puts the body on.
Yeah, great job by Stevie there, watching the play. A lot of D would fall into that puck watching trap there, and Stevie just cleared up beautifully.
Cross-ice pass to Ling. Francis will break towards the net. It's towards Francis, but picked off. Clan clear it out the zone. Hayward go for a change. Back it to Weaver. Weaver will keep going toward the net. We'll get it back as well. Weaver onto the forehand over the top. Francis keeps it in play. Beckett will pinch at the blue line to try and keep it in. The Clan flip it out the zone and Ling picks it off. Ling backhands it forward. Beckett misses it. No ice is the call. Francis will chase in on his man. Puck is loose in the legs. Panthers will come out with it with Ling. Ling up to the half boards. Wants support. Will keep going with the puck instead. Backhands it down toward the goal line. Behind the cage with Graham. Nice backhand into Francis. Panthers changing behind the play. Gallivan is out there. Here's Weaver right on the blue line. Back to Francis. Francis shoots through traffic. Yep, Zemlak makes the save. The Clan might be away. There's an arm up from the referee, Tom Donnell, and Panthers will go to the power play.
Yeah, definitely a power play there. It's only a matter of time before it's coming. I think it was Francis that got body position and was in a grade A scoring chance, and it's good to see Mr. Darnell pick that up.
.6:37 to go in the first. Panthers 1, Clan 1. Gallivan giving Nottingham the lead. Farmer levelling. Panthers now to the power play. First one of the night for either team. Ling takes the face-off and wins it. Weaver's pass is a bit short for one and a bit long for the other, but Nottingham are just about able to keep it in. Graham to the back post. Great diving save by Zemlak, who just about keeps it out from Ling's shot. Nottingham still have it in the zone with Weaver. Miller is out on the penalty kill. Something he probably does do a decent amount of in Detroit. Puck pops up in the air for a moment. Now still caught in the legs. Nottingham now come out with it. Link will lurk at the back post. Werner finds him. Now Nottingham will get set. Werner fires it through legs. Fired over the top. Just about able to get the puck back though, Anthony Stewart. Number 13 gives it to the 14 and then gets it back. Off the back of the boards to Ling, now to Werner. Puck doesn't settle for him, gets it to Ling. Ling across to Weaver, who will shoot. Zemlak pushes this one up and over the top and into the netting. Good pressure from Nottingham, just can't find a way through yet.
Yeah, no, really good work by Stewie there, getting that puck back. It was a lot of work to regain that puck, and obviously it gives another 10-15 seconds in the offensive zone, which is when you're getting into the position to be scoring those power play goals.
Second unit out for Nottingham. Benedict, Francis and Lakovic with Gallivan and Fox. So an all-forward second line. It's Benedict behind the net. Backhanded around toward Gallivan on the far boards. Smartly up to Fox. Fox to Lakovic, falling to the ground, shot goes wide. And then Fox not able to keep it in at the blue line. 44 seconds, Panthers come out of the zone for the first time on this power play. 5:16 to go in the first. Nottingham bring it forward with Gallivan. Smart play over to Francis. Francis will get it set. Turns at the top of the circle. Down low to Gallivan. Has to turn away from trouble. Zajac is paying attention. Now Francis down low. And Gallivan once more, looking for the opening. Top of the circle. Down low to Francis. Tries to spin towards and get the shot away. Just slid off the stick and now popping out the zone as Braehead almost get their men back. Slightly premature attempted breakout pass from Farmer. Decent power play, but no way through.
Yeah, it's a good sign. You know, you're not going to score on every power play. It's, you know, you want to score on every power play, but I think sometimes you have to realise that it sometimes takes a power play unit to figure out how another team's killing, and I think that's a good sign there. A lot of good positives there for me as an offensive player to see the opportunities we created in those 2 minutes. So, you know, if we keep battling through checks, I'm sure we're going to get another one and hopefully we'll be able to break them down.
Jake Galbraith getting frustrated that didn't get a call from Tom Donnell. Phillips controls, gives it to his defensive partner, out to Miller, who's quickly back on the ice after that penalty kill. 3:55 to go in the first, it's 1-1. Kowalski settles it down for Lee. Lee holds on, now he has to get the puck away. Check was from Miller. Now Beckett has to be smart to keep it moving. Lever's prods it out of trouble in front of the Panthers bench and leaps over the bench himself for the change. Clan bring it forward, shot from distance is gloved by Kowalski. Didn't look like the best of hits on Steve Lee from Drew Miller.
No, I wasn't happy with that. That was a very awkward hit. I suppose in the NHL you do get away with a little bit more kind of from behind contact, but for me that was very awkward, and you don't like to see that at all.
Quick conversation between Steve Bernstill and Tom Darnell, the former Steeler Steve Bernstill. And Panthers thrown out the draw. I think David Ling just slightly too far advanced. Benedict will come into the circle against McPherson. Puck bounces into the corner. Werner helps it around. Ling helps it further. Well, in fact, Ling has it tied up on the boards by Bernstill. Nottingham able to keep possession though. Werner moving it around, chased by Haywood. Toward Gielepin, off the boards and then into the path of Benedict. Panthers coming with some speed. Passes just a bit too far in front of Dave Ling, but he will get forward and force the whistle. A good ice hockey basic for all the youngsters watching.
Absolutely, yeah. You got to go forward. Here's Linger having a little afters with Bernstill on. That's not the sort of door he wants to be knocking on, guaranteed, because Steve Bernstill is not a tough hockey player.
Obviously, difficult for us to hear things up here, but David Ling, what kind of player is he like as an agitator? We hear that word used about him.
Yeah, he's got that in him. I think there's more to his game than just that. He's definitely got reminds me a lot of Bruce Richardson to some degrees. The way he'll get under guys' skin and stuff. But he's obviously here to put points on the board too. So if he's doing too much agitating, it's obviously not going to be able to help us in the offensive areas as much. So it's kind of a fine balance for him. And obviously, you want to see him out there more on the ice than in the penalty box. But yeah, he's not afraid to mix it up, that's for sure.
Smart play from Nottingham once again to get the zone. Fox and Graham combining nicely. Calaman just gets called in possession. And the Clan able to bring it away. Cross-ice pass is read by Beckett. The pass toward Graham is too far in front of him. 2:29 to go in the first, 1-1. Clan bring it forward again is the goal scorer Farmer. Forced out the zone. And worked all the way back to Matt Hansen. And once more, up to Farmer on the red line. Flipped over the top, Kowalski watches it. Gives his defenseman some instruction. Werner is able to spin and keep it away from Kristanovic. And prodded out the zone nicely. Stewart left-hand side. Shoots, flashes over the top. Werner square to Gielepin. To Matthew Myers, dances around Miller, now gets into the zone. Drops in towards Stewart. Stewart towards Lakovitz. Can't get the shot away. Moves it back to Gielepin to shoot from distance. Luke's puck pops up in the air. Drops in front of Zemlak, and then Werner can't control it. Then he's cross-checked in the back. There's no call from the officials. Stewart, I think, looked to the referee for a call. Mystifying that one. Panthers still have possession. And a cross-ice dump from Gielepin for Matt Francis to chase. Good pressure from Nottingham with 1:18 to go in the first. Clan turn it over now. Get it forwards. Good chasing from Benedict. Miller will pick it up. Picked off by Francis. Then Werner gets it out the zone. This will go all the way down the ice, but not for icing. Bernstill picks it up, chased by Benedict. Benedict gets the stick on him. Forces Bernstill to play it quickly. Lee able to pick it off. And Lee dumps it on Zemlak, who will put the glove on this one as well. Benedict gets there quickly. Panthers with a face-off in the Clan zone with 51 seconds and change to go.
Steelers in the cup coming up.
Of course, it was here that Garrett Zemlak had one of those matches that kind of made his name last season. I can't even remember the shot total now.
I think we got into the 70s, if I remember correctly.
So against 74, we're told by Stato on the camera.
Yeah, Stato. But yeah, he had a hell of a night that night, and he's a good goalie. You got to give him the credit. He he dealt with a lot of rubber that night, and it was a lot of quality rubber. So, yeah, he's obviously made a name for himself, and now he's playing at a solid club in Braehead. So, you know, I say hopefully he can do something, you know, kind of similar job to what he did for them as he did for us. I was laughing at that hit there. Sorry, Owen. It was a really funny.
As long as you're not laughing at me, I don't mind what you laugh at.
No, it was Zajac going to hit Galivan, and like he just ran into a brick wall. He went down like a sack of spuds.
Krestanovic shoots, blocked by Lee, but will come to Farmer, tries to work it backwards to Chaumont. Now shoots off a bad angle. Kowalski gets the pads down and then gets the glove down as well. 2.9 to go in the first. Killer makes a smart save. David's still laughing about the hit.
It was like me and my playing hockey with my son, and he comes to try and hits me, and then he hits a brick wall and falls over. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
Luckily, you're going to get 15 minutes to calm down in a second.
Absolutely.
One more face-off to go in the first. Panthers win it just about. Flashes across the face of goal. And that'll do us for the first. Panthers taking the lead through Pat Gallivan. The Clan equalising through Robert Farmer. David Clark, Panthers with the better of the play in that first period.
Yeah, I think we knew that was going to be the case. I just think we just got to be a little bit more direct with the puck. Obviously, you know, we are getting behind them a lot. When we're getting behind them, we're picking up, we're retrieving the puck, which is obviously something which Corey's keyed on. And, you know, we just got to stick with the game plan and, you know, maybe force the puck to the net a little bit more to create a few more second chance opportunities, because, you know, Zemlak will make that first save, but obviously there's quite a few rebounds to be had, and with the size of our forwards compared to their D, I think that's where we can win the game.
End of the first period. Panthers 1, Clan 1. We're set to go for the second period. Shots on goal in from the first. Panthers 13, Clan 8. The important numbers, though, is Panthers 1, Clan 1. The game tied after the first period. I realised in all the excitement I forgot to make any notes. But I can tell you that Pat Gallivan gave Nottingham the lead. Robert Farmer equalised for the Clan, who currently have a stray water bottle down in the corner next to Garrett Zemlak's goal, so we'll have a slight delay. But once it is retrieved, good hands there, goalie, we will get underway. So it's Panthers 1, Clan 1. Donnell drops the puck and we're underway for the second. Panthers skating towards the, well, formerly the stage end now. The stage no longer in the corner. Panthers have the puck down low. Ling behind the net. Keeps it away from Burns still, but Benedict not there in the corner. He'll chase it down and put the hit on as well. Be good to see Nottingham finish a few more hits in the second session. Miller is going to chase his man behind the net. Panthers fire it long. 1-0 up from the official, but Benedict's going to get there first to beat out the icing call. Plan control the puck. Fire it high off the boards. Hits Jay Galbraith on the behind. Panthers able to keep it in with Francis. Just about keeps on balance as well. Wraps it around behind the net. Miller pokes at it. Can't get it out. Might do it second time. Instead makes a nice pass over to Zajac, who will bring it forward over centre, over the red line, fires it into the corner. Lakovic is there for it. We're a minute into the second, still no goals. Stewart out there. Stewart powers down the centre, drops it off for Fox. Fox fires it towards the side of the cage, bounces off the net, might get it back though. Now still loose side of the net. Stewart is digging. Eventually Zemlak able to get the body down and get the whistle. Matthew Myers to take the draw. Stewart on one wing, Lakovic on the other. It is Lakovic with the puck. Back to Weaver. Stewart is behind the net. Stewart throws it in front. Lakovic on the backhand shoots. Zemlak juggles in on the shoulder but keeps it out. Now Weaver jumping in from the blue line. Weaver with time to shoot. Bounces off Zemlak, makes the save. And Weaver gets there first, does really well. Matthew Myers behind the net, controls on his skate. Back into the corner to Lakovic. Lakovic at the hash marks, drops it in, backhands it behind, left intelligently to Stewart by Matthew Myers. Those two will exchange passes. Stewart so strong with the puck. Keeps control into the corner, helps it up to Beckett at the boards. Throws it towards the net, tipped by Matthew Myers, saved by Zemlak. Panthers still going. This time Lakovitz's shot is off the legs and cleared out. Really good pressure from Nottingham. Almost a full minute spent in the Clan zone with a couple of decent scoring opportunities. And now it's back in the Nottingham end. And Weaver will bring it out. Up to Graham. Graham just gets himself in a tangle. No icing though. As Burns still keeps it away from one man. Fox controls on the body, just bounces a bit too far away from him. Clan will bring it out with McPherson. McPherson down the centre, drops it off to the far side. Shot is saved by Kowalski. Nottingham control. Fox has got long on that far side, flipped high, really high, level with the Jumbotron. Fox is able to turn in the corner. Fox still controlling it, gets it up to the slot. Shot is on Zemlak, which he saves with the shoulder, up into the netting. He's made a few smart stops at the start of this period, Garrett Zemlak, but he keeps Nottingham out. And delighted to say that David Clark's rejoined us in the commentary booth.
Hello, and I am back. I just had to do a quick little bit of promotional work, and I am now back.
A hard life, eh? Photo shoots.
You don't want to be injured on this team because Gary Moran
works you hard.
Will have you working 10 times as hard as you would have been working if you was out there, which is a good reason not to get injured, folks.
No wonder Martin Timmers also always looks so miserable sat in the box this season.
Oh no, it's all good. We don't mind, and obviously, you know, people come to see us every week. So if we can make a bit of time for our fans, then why shouldn't we?
There's been a solid start to the second for Nottingham. Plenty of pressure in the Clan zone.
Yeah, it's like I said, you got to get out hard against these guys each period because they are a momentum team, and if you let them start well, then obviously as the period goes on, they're going to gradually create more and more chances. So the longer we can keep them hemmed in their end and gradually break them down and force their offensive guys to play more defense, we're going to have way more success.
Francis scrapping in the corner, brings the puck away, gets it up to the blue line, but isn't able to hold in the zone. Just keep possession though. Keeps it away from Jay Galbraith as well. Pass out isn't great, but Kristanovic has to wait for Galbraith to get back on side. Does now. Miller tries to move the puck toward him. Galbraith drops to his knees and gets back up and then absorbs the hit. Panthers able to get it out to Ling. Ling, nice pass to Francis, who will come with some speed up against Phillips into the zone. Tries to dipsy doodle around him. Cleared out at the Clan. Going to be chased down by Chamont. Will get there first. Beats out the icing. Pass toward Miller. And fired up into the crowd. Will have another whistle.
Yeah, Jade picked up quite a bit of speed there. I think quite a lot of people don't give Jade enough credit for his speed. As much as he may be carrying a little bit of extra timber, he has got good first 2 or 3 strides, and definitely use it to his advantage because a lot of guys do seem to take him lightly in that speed department. And want, you know, if he does get going, he can. And obviously with his hands, we want to kind of eliminate him at full speed tonight.
Bit of a miscontrol in the legs by Jonathan Weaver. Good solid check from Beckett, ties his man up on the boards and allows Matthew Myers to drop behind the net to pick the puck up, brings it away. Smart pass down the centre of the ice to Weaver. Weaver's going to go to the net. Lakovic will try to find him there, bounces across the crease behind Anthony Stewart. Puck is still in play, bounces to Weaver. Weaver slaps it down low to Stewart, backhand around is for Matthew Myers to chase. Clan are able to get there first and Hansen clears it out all the way down the ice. Weaver will touch this up for the icing, and he has looked excellent tonight, Jonathan Weaver.
Yeah, Weaver's been on song tonight, and just like I was saying to you there, Owen, earlier on, that you know, getting the puck to the net is so key. As you see the opportunities we created there from pretty much an average shot on the net by Lacko, or a soft pass into those tough areas, which is where the game's going to be won tonight. So yeah, great play. We just got to keep getting to those gritty areas, and obviously, like you said, Weezer's having a cracking game so far. So hopefully he can keep it up and keep prizing their defence open with his slick passing.
Puck is back in the Panthers zone. Misfire from Gallivan allows Hansen to wrap it back in again behind Craig Kowalski's net. Levers finds Graham, who in turn finds Fox, and then Gallivan, who absorbs the hit after he knocks the puck into the zone. Fox controls, turns away from Kristanovic in the corner. The player coach will track the Panthers captain. The Panthers captain is just about able to keep hold of it. Gallivan at the point, keeps it right on the blue paint, but his attempted pass is deflected off the legs of Phillips. Gielepin will bring it back for Nottingham. Up to Graham. Nice little pass, exchanges, gets it back, brings it over the blue line, gets the shot away, deflected high into the netting.
Yeah, nice exchange there between Big Bruce and Galley. They seem to be getting on a similar page. And, you know, a good bit of defensive work by Burns still to get the puck out the ring.
Almost the tallest and shortest guy on the team.
Yeah, I don't know, Lees. We all know Lees is pretty short, Owen. But yeah, Bruce definitely the tallest.
I have to say, for me, it's nice to interview somebody my own size. I'm not the tallest.
Interview someone you're saying you're the same size as me?
No, the same. No, I mean Galley. I interviewed Galley.
Galley. Sorry, I thought you were trying to get yourself.
I would never.
Inches,
I would never. No. A few. More like 2 foot, mate.
Yeah.
No,
but when you interview Galley, yeah, absolutely.
Well, when I interviewed Bruce for the first time, I actually stood on the step. I actually stood on the bench with him on the floor because it was the only way.
Yeah,
my arm gets tired enough interviewing Corey, and Bruce has got a bit more on him.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He is a big boy. So it'll be nice to be that tall, that's for sure.
Panthers trying to work the puck to the front of the net. They're going to get it back to Gila Pin, who puts the puck on early. Moved a little bit in front of Zemlak, but flashed wide. Panthers still trying to work it free in the corner. Ling, it's knocked to the floor from behind, gets up, keeps moving. Still battling with Benedict as well, helping out. Now the puck does pop loose, and Zajac able to bring it away. Get it over to Miller on that far side. Miller goes wide, flashes it across Kowalski's crease, nobody there. Ling picks it up, controls, and will just take the puck back behind the Nottingham net. Benedict is changing ahead of the plate. Panthers get the puck forwards. 6 minutes gone in the second, still 1-1. McPherson bringing it over the blue line. Clan on side, shoots well wide, will bounce on that far side for a Clan player though. McPherson gets it again, works it around to Hayward. Hayward back to Phillips. His shot is deflected, will find its way to Hansen at the blue line. His shot on Kowalski is straight into the bread basket of Killer, and he holds on for the whistle.
Yeah, I love the way Killer eats those pucks. There's not many goalies. Some goalies tend to struggle with those kind of, 50% wrist shots in at the mid-drift. Some kind of like to kick them. Some like to catch them. Some like to block them in the corner. And it's always dangerous. If you don't get it right, it can fall right into the danger zone in the house, as we call it. And Killer seems to eat them really well right in his mid-drift, and always seems to get us a nice tidy face-off.
Puck still in the Nottingham zone. Lakovic will chase and try to get there first. Now Levers with some defending to do up against Ryan Watt. Nottingham work the puck cleared to Steve Lee. Smart pass towards Stewart, but he misses it. This will go for an ice as the Clan players get there. The puck will come all the way back down into the Nottingham zone. Interesting socks on the Braehead players.
They seem to be a purple back with a front stripe.
Bit of a smarter design than we're perhaps used to. They reminded me of hockey, of like inline hockey trousers, as if they were wearing them under the.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's a nice, a different twist, I guess. Why follow the traditional route, especially a new organisation, new franchise? Why wouldn't you try something?
Puck's going to drop in front of Kowalski. Shot on the backhand. Killer gets the glove up and stops it. Had to be sharp there as well.
Yeah, great glove save by Killer. He seems to be on the ball tonight for us, and you need him on the ball against a team like this, because they're going to get those grade A opportunities with the offense that they have, and a lot of goalies do struggle when they are limited shots throughout the game. And Killer, I think eight shots the first period, and it's a testament to him that he's managed to keep his head and ready for when he's called upon.
Clan just about keep the puck in the Nottingham zone, but it's Nottingham who get possession. Not a bit of a mix-up in front. Kowalski's come out of his net and lost his stick as well. Well. Look calm for the moment. Braehead are going to get the puck back as well. Kowalski still without a stick. Nottingham need to get this one out of their zone. They do, and now Beckett is able to help the puck in. At the other end, it's Gallivan coming forward, bounces off the defenseman. Gallivan up and still controlling though. Panthers getting to the play late after they stayed to make sure that Kowalski was okay. The Clan will bring it away. Chamont gets it across, controlled, far side shot, saved by Killer, gets across really well. And as David Clark was just saying, eats up that puck, no chance of a rebound. And after a bit of a scary moment a few seconds ago, Killer redeems himself.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain he'll tell you what he was doing right there. He had it all under control. But yeah, it looked a little scrappy, but again, Killer came up big for us a couple of times there, and it's those second chance opportunities that I was saying we're looking for against Braehead, which lead to goals. Like a lot of the goalies at this level will stop that first chance, but with Killer, he's not giving away that rebound or that soft kind of drop, I guess, in front of it, around his goal, and you know, it's allowing us to kind of limit their offense. But we have to push on here.
Smart breakout from Nottingham, wrapped around the boards from Francis. Awful bounce off the end boards, flash across in front of Zemlak, and then a fortunate bounce helps Nottingham out again. Here's Ling. Ling up to Francis. Francis will shoot, top corner, buries it. He's had the hot hand since the Scottish road trip started, and Francis pops one top corner. Another goal for him, and Panthers retake the lead over the Clan. Great finish from Franny.
Yeah, fantastic finish. I think a lot of credit too has to go to David Ling for the pass. So being a shooter myself, like when you get a pass at that weight that allows you to not even worry about the spin on it or how much it's going to bounce off your stick, it gives you so much more time to pick your spot. And you know, I'm sure you'll see on the video here when David makes Franny that pass, he knows the weight of the puck. He knows it's just going to sit nicely for him, and it's just a matter of where do I put the puck. And obviously Franny's on fire right now, and he gets a chance like that, he's going to bury it. And hell of a goal.
After absorbing some Clan pressure, Nottingham strike and retake the lead, and they've got the puck here as well, although they've turned it over. And here come the Clan the other way with Haywood. Haywood into the zone, shoots over the top of the cage. Watt comes across. Stewart able to control. It's in a bit of trouble, loses the puck in the Nottingham zone. Clan working around to the backhand. Haywood shoots off a bad angle. It's in Kowalski's kit, although there's no whistle for a while. Eventually there is, and the puck is safe.
Yeah, you just got to be careful there. You know, after you score a goal, sometimes you tend to have that small lull, and that's when teams can strike back. So, you know, it's got to be careful here that we use the momentum we just gained from that goal, and obviously, you know, push on and try and open up a bit of a lead here.
Goldie to take the face-off for the Clan. Panthers win it though through Jordan Fox, and Beckett wraps it around the boards quickly. Gallivan gets enough on it to help it out of the zone. Phillips will be chased down by two Panthers. Bruce Graham gets stick on him and keeps trying to get stick on him. And now we'll get the put back as well. Graham shoots off a bad angle. Zemlak gets down, pops it behind the net. Gallivan gets an arm up, controls it. Fox has it jump over his stick. Bruce Graham is there quickly to put pressure on and force the turnover, which he does. Now he brings it down. He's got a man back post, can't find him. Farmer is able to turn, but Graham quickly on the puck again, heavily involved in this shift. The fans getting into the game now. Graham drops it around for Gallivan. Gallivan in turn for Fox. Fox holds off two men. Gets it back to Gallivan, who tried to find Fox down low once more when Graham was lurking in the slot. Works over to the far side. Jordan Fox finishes his hit. Chaumont can't get the puck down the ice. Gallivan brings it back in, and as Fox steps off the bench, Gallivan is adjudged to be offside.
Yeah, I think they're calling Foxy there just as he was stepping off the ice. I'm not quite sure of the call, so I wouldn't like to judge, but I think if the player is still leaving the ice, even though he wasn't technically on the ice, he's still actually offside. So credit to the linesman there for picking that up, and let's just hope it would happen the other way.
Of course, the other good thing about you not tweeting is there's no chance of any social media fine, which is a bonus.
That's true, yeah, but you can, yeah, that's very true.
Here come the Clan down the centre of the ice. Kristanovic's shot is deflected.
I believe Facebook's out of line too, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can make Facebook private enough so that people don't see it, you see.
Oh, yeah.
Only
your
friends.
To be honest, I've only just figured Facebook out, to be honest. So I don't think I'll be getting in much trouble this season.
Francis puts a hit on. Clan come out with the puck. There's a hit on from Ling as well, and there's an arm up from the officials. Panthers are going to be called for a penalty. Good pressure from Guy Lepine, seeing the danger and forcing the puck turned over quickly, and he's going to come across and give Zajac a bit of a shove as well. I think it was Zajac who
Miller
fought last week. Miller's there as well. And it's Ling who's going to go to the box.
Yeah, I thought that was a fairly good hit there by Linger, maybe because of the noise it made, because a pretty big impact. Mr. Darnell figured it deserved an interference call, but I beg to differ.
So Clan to the power play for the first time tonight. Nottingham have had the one, unsuccessful but good pressure. Let's see what the penalty kill unit can do. Beckett is out there, Lakovic's out there with Matthew Myers and Steve Lee as well. And Chaumont loses his footing behind the linesman's back. Panthers win the draw, it drops in front of Kowalski, and it means that Clan are going to be able to control the puck and set up their power play unit. Play to the half boards. Panthers keeping their shape well. Cross to Hansen, the shot is deflected, puck drops down, shot from behind the goal line. Panthers are able to control it. Matthew Myers will help it around and get it out the zone.
Great work there by Matthew sticking with that one. It was a bouncing puck. We call those hot pucks, but no, it was really good, and he's still working well on the puck, and that's holding to the stick, surely.
And no call from the officials. Clan are going to bring it away as Jordan Fox jumps onto the ice. Kowalski will get to the puck first, hammer it off the boards, but not out. Controlled by Chaumont, who will get it back and working around to the point. Now Beckett will control, and he will prod it off the boards and out.
Solid work there by Bex. He applied a lot of pressure to Chaumont, and I believe it was Goldie as well down on the half wall, and it forced him into turning the puck over and not actually wanting a battle for that 50-50 puck.
Here comes the Clan's top unit, Miller, Kristanovic and Galbraith. It's Miller bringing it over the line. Dropped into the corner for Burnstill. Now Miller, Galbraith is back post. That's the pass, but Guy Lepine drops one knee down and blocks it. Cricket-like. Clan still with the puck in the corner. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Shot into Miller, whose shot is deflected over the top. Clan still have it. Download to Galbraith. Awkward control, but he manages to. McPherson is lurking back post. The shot is from the short side from Miller. Kristanovic at the point has a quick glance at the clock. 14 seconds to go on the power play. Good work from Lepine to tie up his man. It's going to come back to the point to Burnstill. Burnstill shoots in off the post. The Clan are level once more. And it's a power play goal with 7:46 to go in the second. Panthers 2, Clan 2. They strike on the power play.
Yeah, we know that's one of Braehead's strong points is they do have an extremely good power play. We're going to have to limit those penalties. But I guess it was kind of a tough one on David, actually having that interference call being made on him. But we still have to kill those off, and we have to be careful to stay out of the box for the rest of the game, because that's a pretty deadly power play.
So back to full strength, it's Nottingham who will look for an immediate response. Through Ling, freshly out of the box, Benedict and Francis, but it's Phillips with the puck for Braehead, firing down the centre for Goldie to chase. Panthers get their first touch it up for icing. And his Panthers will stick with that line as well. Clan, of course, not able to change players, having iced the puck. Benedict to take the draw. Clan win it. Ling quickly out to chase. And just about catches a piece of Matt Hansen. Puck's going to go all the way down the ice. Not for icing this time. Nottingham will get possession. Smart pass over to Weaver. Now to Beckett. Fired it up to Benedict into the zone. Benedict keeps it on the backhand and fires it all the way behind to Francis. Francis turns into the corner. Doesn't find Ling. And the Clan can bring it out. Only as far as Beckett once more. Number 4 to number 14. Panthers changing. Tipped into the zone by Lakovitz, and Francis will chase onto it. He's ridden into the boards. Panthers get the puck back. It's Ling side of the net. Ling trying to find it in front. Instead works back to Steve Lee. He will shoot. Blocked by the body of Francis. Trying to move away from Phillips. Drops it into Lakovitz. Nods of approval from David Clark in the commentary box. Here's Ling. Works it onto the backhand. Drops it off for Francis. Long shift for this pair. Throws it towards the net. And the Clan flip it out the zone.
Yeah, great work by Franny and Linger there. They seem to be on such a good page right now, the both of those guys.
Short pass to Lakovitz. Lakovitz has a man towards the net, but instead Elects to find Matthew Myers rather than Anthony Stewart. Matthew Myers carries it all the way behind. We'll come to Stewart. Stewart gets the quick shot away. Zemlak holds on to this one. No chance of a rebound there. Good opportunity for Nottingham. 2-2 with 6:12 to go in the second.
Time to make some noise for the GMB Nottingham Panthers!
So this is Myers, Lakovic, Stewart line again. It's Stewart who has the puck, but it's knocked away from him. A couple of strides keeps him in front of Galbraith. Werner gets it forward to Myers over the line. Backhands towards the cage. Dribbles wide. Big hit from Stewart. Clan bringing the puck away. Up to Kristanovic over the line, into the line. Shooting past Kowalski and scoring on the backhand. The Clan are in front. 2 quick goals turn this game. And with 5:52 to go in the second, it's Panthers 2, Clan 3.
Join the team behind the team. Become a member of the official Nottingham Panthers supporters club. Proud sponsors of our home team bench. The away team bench is sponsored by EIHL.
That's where they're dangerous, breaking at speed.
Yeah, we said before that's what they thrive on. They thrive on, you know, we just had, obviously Braehead had the power play goal, but for the last 5-7 minutes, you know, it's been constant offensive pressure, and they're just deadly on picking up those, you know, those breakdowns, and you know, it's almost like a pack of wolves. You know, they just wait, and you know, guys like Kristanovic, Galbraith, Goldie, you know, they're fantastic in those one-on-one situations. So, you know, we just have to maybe start making a bit more contact, get the puck behind them, and go in numbers, as opposed to, you know, the one guy like Stewie there made a big hit, but obviously he's the only guy kind of forechecking. So you know, I think I have a lot of faith in the boys here. We'll be fine, and you know, we've got a lot of good leaders out there that are going to be able to turn this game around.
Panthers win the draw in their own zone. It's worked around to Gallivan. And Graham is offside at the line as he's bumped by McPherson. Face-off will come outside the Braehead zone. Game always seems to take on a slightly different complexion. It's not just Braehead, but a lot of the Scottish teams. When they get in front here, they, I don't know if they change tactics, change approach, but they certainly don't. They certainly sit back a lot more.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, teams come into Nottingham, and you know, they're not looking to run up the score. They're happy to get points out of Nottingham, and you know, in this arena against a club like us with our support, you know, it's a big game for them. You know, if anything is a massive bonus, and you know, once they get that lead, they're not going to be looking to build on it. They're going to be looking to solidify it, and you know, it will suit us getting a bit more offense if they're going to sit back. But again, you still have to be careful not to give up those opportunities like we just saw.
Some short play in the Braehead zone. Beckett will jump in once more from the blue line. It's going to come in front for Gallivan. Can't get a shot away. Glove down and worked away by Hampton. It's a 3-on-2 momentarily for Braehead. Right with McPherson. Tries to dribble it around Weaver, but he reads the player. Now he put the shoulder on. Puck still moving under the control of McPherson for the Clan, now held up on the boards. Comes loose to Beckett, drops it off for Graham. Pass off the walls towards Francis, but Nottingham are able to control as Clan go for the change. There's Weaver stepping out in front, shapes away from one man. Panthers are changing, so his options are limited. They're going to get the puck back though with Benedict, Nottingham. Goes to the backhand behind the net, rides 2 challengers, keeps going as well, drops it off for Ling. Ling turns, drops it for Lee. Lee to Francis, neat play from Nottingham, but it's on the outside. Now Benedict bumped on the boards. The Clan get it loose at least for a moment. Chaumont can't get it out. Ling at the blue line keeps the puck, but now loses possession, and Chaumont comes away with it. Lead as well to turn the puck over again. Nottingham regaining control. Here's Levers. Off the balls to Benedict. Neat pass. And a better cross-ice pass from Benedict to Ling. Steve Lee venturing forward as Nottingham's forwards get a line change. And it's now Levers who will have to come across. Lee will scamper back. Man at the back post. Shot is on. Onto the backhand. Shot and score. It's Chaumont jumping in. And the Clan score 3 straight goals and now lead Nottingham by 4-2 with just 3:28 to go in the second period. Caught on the line change a little bit, David?
Yeah, well, Stevie had to force that dump. I think it was Linger who dumped her in, and obviously he's the closest guy to that puck, so he does have to force it. As much as a D-man, he still has to force that, but you know, it's one of the forwards that are jumping out has to realise that's a defenseman going forward there and just hold the blue, and unfortunately I don't think whoever it was didn't quite realise, and we gave up that 2-on-1, and like I just said, you know, a couple of minutes ago, Braehead are going to eat those up all night long.
And it's the Clan immediately in possession again with Phillips.
Yeah, it's going to be a good test of characters for us now, though. You know, we've been in, you know, last few games here, we've been up by a few, and it's been a bit of a relaxed atmosphere. And you know, this is going to be a good test for us as a hockey club here to see how we respond. And like I said, after the last goal, I genuinely think we've got the characters to kind of get us out of this right now. So a good test for the boys. I'm sure Corey's going to have a few stern words in the intermission here, but hopefully we can pinch one just before the break and obviously get a little bit of momentum, and obviously our fans will get behind us and we can push on here.
First game of the weekend, will the extra bodies mean much tonight? Clan with slightly shorter bench?
Yeah, that's going to play a factor too. You know, obviously we've played a lot of hockey over the last 7-8 days, but you know, we're conditioned for that. Our regime, our nutrition is everything spot on here at Nottingham, so there's no reason why we can't, you know, we're not going to have the legs to kind of take to Braehead in the third period. They've had a long road trip, and you know, we can raise a bar a bit more here.
Puck is kept in at the blue line by Phillips and toward Miller, jumps away from Lepine's hit, and then Galbraith goes to the ice. Matthew Myers can bring the puck away from trouble, knocked out by the official skates. He'll fire it down the ice and out the zone, crucially. Braehead have to wait before they can put it back in. And it means on the delayed offside that Nottingham can get a bit of time in their own zone. Guy Lepine brings it forward. Rolls it back for Werner. Werner will skate this in himself over the blue line. Drives toward the goal line as well. Throws it in front towards Fox behind him. The Clan try to pop the quick pass away, but intended for Haywood. It's picked off. He might get it now, though. Works it in front towards Watt. Shoved in the corner. 2 Clan players there. Weaver comes out with it. Gets it up to Graham. Graham will scamper toward the blue line. Clan get to the puck first, but go offside, which means that Fox can have some time with it. Tries to fire it forward for Gallivan. Beats the stick, but isn't icing. Now the Clan will fire it down, and this one will be. Nottingham will have a face-off in the Clan zone. 1:36 to go in the second. Panthers trailing by 4-2.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity for us if we line up quick here and obviously force these guys who have been out here, the Braehead players that have been out now for probably 50-60 seconds. You know, it's going to be a good opportunity here in the last minute 36 to kind of try and force an opening.
Francis on the draw for Nottingham. Doesn't win it. But the Clan don't clear the zone immediately either. Wasted opportunity. Francis in the corner, able to turn. Drops it up towards Ling, but the pass is too far in front of him. What will bring it away? And content to just drop it into the zone so those tired legs can get the change. Benedict. Nice cross-ice pass to Ling. Ling decides not to shoot, turns instead. Waits for help to arrive. It might drop back post for Beckett, but he can't get to it first, and now he will have to get the feet moving and come backwards. Although Nottingham fired into the zone once more. Worked up to Farmer. Farmer comes into the zone, will shoot through some bodies, saved by Kowalski, and they rebound once again inside the final minute of the second period. Panthers 2, Clan 4.
Seconds left on the period with FM Sudafix. Time to make some noise for the Panthers!
Braehead with the draw in the Nottingham zone, thrown toward the net, deflected into the corner. Miller gets to it first. Galbraith is in the corner, watched by Matthew Myers. Then big hit from Lee on Miller, who stays on his feet. Puck squeezes loose, 37 seconds to go in the period. Nottingham with a chance to get the puck forward. prodded forward by Stewart, who will win the race to it. Trying to help it around to Lakovic, but he skated over it. And it's cleared up as far as Miller. Just running the referee's semicircle there in front of the time bench now with Burnstill. Drops it off the boards for Galbraith to chase on to Lee. Keeps him away from the puck with 12 seconds now left in the period. Shot from distance by Guy Lepine is right into the glove of Zemlak, but Nottingham can't chase it down for the whistle. And as they fire it down the ice, this will just about do us for the second period. Level when we came in. At the end of 2, Panthers trail by a pair of goals. And David, they're going to have to come out quickly in the third, Nottingham.
Yeah, I'm sure Short Corey's going to be a few stern words in the dressing room to get the boys fired up and ready to go. So the game's long from over. With the offense that we possess, you know, it's not out of our reach by any means. So we have to come out with a good energy here and hopefully get something going off the bat.
The voice of Panthers player David Clark. End of 2, Panthers 2, Clan 4. Both teams ready and set for the third period. Panthers trailing by 4 goals to 2. Shots on goal for that second period. 8 from the Panthers, 11 from the Clan, who scored 3 times, of course, in the second period. Nottingham going 2-1 up through Matt Francis before the Clan hitting back through Burnstill on the power play, Kristanovic and then Chamont. And we are underway in the third. Immediately Jade Galbraith into the zone, drops it behind Craig Kowalski's net. Werner gives his man a push away from the play and he falls down to the ice. And it's Ling behind the net. David Clark alongside me in the commentary box tonight. Important to start quickly for Nottingham now.
Yeah, we got to get off to a big start here and then lean on our fans to kind of get behind us and apply that little extra pressure to Brayhead to try and hang on.
Stepping it up physically, is that something that you think might work? There's not been as many big hits as maybe you would have thought tonight. Yeah,
definitely. I think the key is, you know, like they don't have as deep a roster as us. You just look at the 2 benches, you see an extra 4 or 5 bodies on our line, and you know David Ling's already started something here with Burnstill getting under his skin and forcing them to play a little scared and forcing them to make a bit more engage in more contact and obviously wear them down quicker.
Well, there's a quick turning shot from Miller that Kowalski is equal to. Miller picks it up again and gets it over to Galbraith, who drops it quickly into the zone. Ling makes sure he finishes his hit. Gielepin moves the puck around to Eric Werner, and Nottingham will try to build on the breakout. Ling drops it into the path of Francis, who will come with speed. But it is onside. The shot is just about turned into the corner by Zemlak. Ling now battles on the boards. Francis there as well. And Benedict finishes his hit.
Yeah, the guys are engaging a lot more contact here, and you can just see it. You can see the way we're getting the puck back a lot quicker now.
Ling's pass is just a bit too far in front of Beckett. He will continue to chase and win it back, though, behind the net. Does really well. Gallivan just has the puck a bit too hot to handle at the blue line. Early pass forward for Beckett, who's stayed up. Fox into the zone. There's that toe drag, goes to the backhand. Can't quite pull it around in front. Beckett stayed forward. Now Fox turns it over and the Clan will come the other way. Fox drives backwards to get there, takes an elbow in the face as well.
Big elbow from Farmer. That should have been called, and Darnell was looking straight at it.
Beckett behind the net with some time. And you can hear the goading of Darnell from the fans as well. Here's Graham over the line. Graham on the forehand. Big reach, shoots, flashes it off the side of the net, but wide. 2 minutes gone in the third. Panthers trailing by 4 goals to 2. Lee stops behind the net, gets it up to Fox. Snaps it forward quickly to Stewart. Stewart up against Burnstill. Backhands it towards the net. Lakovic can't get a stick on it. Falls to the ice. But again, Nottingham getting the puck back immediately. Slid off the boards for Matthew Myers. He will dump it in. Zemlak gets a bit of a stick on it. Lakovic will chase round. And Clan get it out the zone. No ice. This Clan change behind the plate. Matthew Myers gets the legs moving down the left-hand side. Separate from the puck. Clan bring it out. Get it up quickly to Haywood. Haywood breaks it down the left-hand side. Cuts in, then cuts to the outside. He's pushed from behind. Just about holds on to the puck, but he's forced out all the time. Drops it in for McPherson. He misses it. Panthers regain it. Werner. off the skate of Gila Pinner behind him. Will drop into the path of Benedict though. Benedict over to Ling. Ling with the slap shot straight into the pads of Zemlak, who will hold on.
Brandon Benedict. That's what you wanted me to finish up for you there, wasn't it? You get something for it?
No, it was fine. The voice is going. It's been a long week, David. It's a long week.
Too much partying, Owen, I guess, eh?
I wish.
Yeah.
You know what time I get up every day?
Probably earlier than me.
4:30.
4:30?
4:30.
Oh, I'm a 6:30 man myself. That's early doors.
Benedict jumps into the circle a bit quickly. So we'll have the face-off again, and Ling will come in to take it instead. Bit of a delay in the music coming off. Can't be soon enough, in my humble opinion. Panthers turning over at halfway. Clan just a bit more of a foothold the last minute or so. Drops on Kowalski, who tracks it and holds on. And the Clan go to that power line. Galbraith and Miller both out there. Burns still on the backhand as well. Panthers win the draw. It squirts across the face of goal. Weaver able to control, keep it away from Miller. And Nottingham moving away with Beckett. Beckett will go cross ice toward Fox. It's going to skip away from him, but he'll chase his man into the zone and put the body on and do his best to turn the puck over. Gallivan works hard. It's in the feet. Miller will come out with it for the Clan. 4 minutes gone almost in the third period. Panthers trailing by 2 goals. Kristanovic into the zone. Flashes it across the ice. Galbraith on a bad angle. Throws it toward the net. Bounces into the corner. Miller drops it back to the point for Phillips. Galbraith now behind the net. Tries to fire it in front for Miller. Nottingham will clear it out. Bounces around the lip on top of the boards. Bruce Graham goes to the bench for a change. Puck is on this near side and now dropped in behind Kowalski as the Clan finish up a line change as well. Thrown towards the net. Panthers will be able to control. Gallivan gets it up to Lakovic. Lakovic down the outside. Matthew Mize is out there as well. Matthew Mize gets it now. Shoots off the side of the net. Stewart will pick it up on the far side for Nottingham. Runs into a body. Across to Lakovic. Can't get the shot away. Awkward one for him. Situation where you want David Clark lurking.
I like those ones, Owen. That's my grade A spot right there. And Matthew knows I'm usually around there, and we got a good understanding. But Lako's getting there. He's been scoring this year, so can't be too hard on him.
I have to be careful what I say about Lako on the DVDs. He's still,
yeah,
still not talking to me.
Bless him. No, we know you wasn't being mean. Man.
Into the zone. Francis, time to get the shot away. Flashes over the top. The joke's on Lako because I'm asking him for an interview after the game today, whatever happens.
There you go, mate. No, he's only joking with you, buddy. He's a bit of criticism never hurt anybody. And I think, if anything, he probably made him pull up his socks and he pushed on them, didn't he? So
I think what I said was he's not had the impact that he'd had like the year before.
And he ended up having a bigger impact, didn't he?
Well, there you go. He can thank me later. Panthers have the puck in the zone. Ling in the corner, trying to turn away from his man. Throws it towards the net. It's going to bounce in front of Zemlak, who loses it again. Back to the point. Gilapine shows a good skill for the big man. Steps away. Now have to pinch up to keep it in the zone here as well. Does well to win it once more. Still bouncing around on those half boards. Panthers still come out with it. Francis wraps it behind to Ling. Wants options in front of the net. Holds off Zajac with ease. Throws it in front. Almost breaking to Francis, who picks it up once more in the corner. Behind the net for Ling. Good understanding between those two. Lee misses it at the blue line. Kowalski will come out of his net to make the pass. Quick one up to Francis, who I think needs a line change. And he will dribble it back and does indeed get that change. Fox coming on for him. Clipped in by Ling for Graham to chase Galbraith. Fox then to hit Miller into the Braehead bench as the Clan bring it away. Beckett up against Galbraith. Galbraith keeps his feet moving, keeps going behind. No whistle from Darnell. Panthers might be able to break.
3 on 2.
Here's Graham. Graham takes the shot from the near side with options arriving in the centre. We'll put the body on now though and win the puck back for Nottingham, Willie. Battling on the near side. Nottingham do come out with it with Fox. Back to Weaver. The crowd get involved. Here's Beckett on the far side. Throws it towards the net. Saved by Zemlak short side. Gallivan into the corner. Flips it to Weaver. Weaver at the blue line. Throws one on. Won't come for Fox. Still might come for Fox. Bounces into the corner for Beckett. He's rubbed off the puck and then Galbraith able to clear it down the ice. This will be icing. Much better from Nottingham.
Definitely. Just getting more pucks to the net. Bodies in front of Zemlak and making it hard on them. And, you know, we're going to get Braehead here like a minute and a half into a shift. And look at them all bent up double, struggling. It's key that we line up here quick and force them to play at this tempo. Great to see the crowd get into it then too.
Just a bit of a delay for Tom Darnell to have a conversation with one of his linesmen, which is exactly what the Clan want. A bit of a delay like this. Now we will have the face-off. Matthew Myers to take for Nottingham. Linesman doesn't drop the puck. We'll try again. Stewart puts the shoulder on Galbraith. Nottingham will win it. Back to Gale, put at the point. Sets it up for the shot from Werner. Flashes wide. Shot off a bad angle. Is in! Panthers have the goal. With tired legs on the ice, it's Matthew Myers who's able to put it home and bring Nottingham within one. Puck's on net, eh?
Yeah, puck's on net. A huge goal by Matthew. I love seeing Matthew in those face-off positions, especially when you got a tired line out there, because you know he's going to win those big draws. And good shot by Eric Werner. Obviously probably not intended where he wanted it to go, but great puck pursuit by Matthew to bury pretty much an empty net and obviously get us back in this game. That's a massive goal for us tonight.
The Clan try to respond quickly. Confirmation of the goal from Matthew Myers. Assist to Eric Werner. For the moment, the Clan have it in the corner. Lose out to Matthew Myers. It's going to pop up for Farmer. Deflected by the body of Mark Levers. And Nottingham might be able to bring it away with Stewart. Stewart over the line. Drops it for Lakovic. Nice play one around the defenseman and throws it on the net. Francis will chase it down. Cleared out the zone. Levers will deal with it. Filling in on defence again tonight. Out with Steve Lee. Backhands it out of trouble. Here's Benedict to Francis. Nottingham able to come with some speed with these two. Francis over the line. Shoots into Zemlak and Benedict is lurking. Zemlak able to hold on this time.
Time to see those hands in the air for the GMB Nottingham Panthers!
Panthers working behind the net. Ling steers in front, but doesn't reach its intended target. Weaver will have to chase all the way back. Beckett comes across and does really well to win the race and get the icing call. Good awareness from Beckett there with Weaver losing the race.
Absolutely, yeah. Matty Hayward there had a step on Weeze, and Beck's obviously saw him in a little bit of a losing battle, I guess, a losing foot race, and came across and called the icing.
It's quicker than he looked, Jason Beckett.
Oh yeah, he's a big boy. He's got some good legs on him, definitely.
Francis to take the draw for Nottingham, now trailing by just the single goal. So Clan are able to bring it away with Hayward again. Down that right-hand side, Weaver will watch him all the way and force him into the boards, strongly behind the net. Francis brings it out, gives it to Ling. Ling brings it over the GMB Panthers, writing at centre. Nottingham go offside. And you can hear what the fans thought of that. I'll tell you that Steve is shaking his head on the camera as well.
That was nowhere near offside.
I think anticipation call is right. So the face-off will come outside the Clan zone. We'll have a bit of a delay as well while we get the line change sorted. Bit of a word for David Ling from Tom Darnell. It's the Fox, Graham and Gallivan line out for Nottingham. And on a bouncing puck, it's the Clan who win the draw. Squeezed out only as far as Werner. Nice turn from Gallivan, who's got Graham with him. Here's Graham breaking in, and there's the arm up from Tom Darnell. Penalty coming against the Clan. Kowalski goes to the net. Shot from Werner, through traffic, still loose in front. Panthers got squeezing in, can they off the crossbar, still loose behind the net. The puck somehow stays out, and Nottingham will now go to the power play.
I think Foxy might have got caught there by a stray stick too.
Well, let's see what the calls are. Unbelievable that puck did not go in on the delayed call. Quick shot from Werner, bounces around, somehow stays out. And are they taking two? Just the one. It's Zajac who will sit. And the Panthers power play, that's only had one chance so far tonight, looked really good as well. Will now get another.
Time to get behind the GMB Nottingham Panthers.
Benedict takes the draw and wins it. Fox back to Gallivan. Now Francis, it's a slashing call against Zajac. Francis turning, Francis shooting straight into the body. I'll have another face-off. Just trying to force the rebound from the netminder there.
Yeah, Gally trying to get that low off Zemlek's pad so it could pop out at a 45-degree angle to Brandon there in the slot. A little bit lower, I think would have a bit more success.
There's another draw. The Panthers come out with the puck again. Here is Gallivan. Drops it for Francis. Fox is at the point. Uses him now. Lakovic's on that far side. Elects not to shoot. Holds on. Drops it down low for Benedict. Benedict off the bad angle. Shoots. Pops up into the air. Francis in a bit of trouble on the ball. So does well to keep possession. Loses it now. Can the Clan get the puck away? Panthers will scamper to keep it in on this near side. Can't manage it. And that will kill the first 40 seconds of the penalty to Zajac. Nottingham go for their change. Fox will skate it down the centre of the ice and into the zone. Drops it off for Ling. To Graham. Graham will shoot. Shouldered by Zemlek. Still doesn't have it. Graham behind the net. Backhanded round to Ling. Ling helps it round to Fox. Weaver is the option. It's over to Weaver. He shoots. Loose in front. Shot can't get away from Benedict, and now the Clan will backhand it out the zone. Good pressure again from Nottingham, and still plenty of time. Here's Werner. Over to Weaver, far side. Into the zone. Graham. Graham brings it in. Bounces off the back of a skate and cleared out. Won't drop for Nottingham. Ling turns away from trouble. Neat backhand into Stewart. Stewart will drive toward the net. Throws it around. Shot off the bad angle. Loose. Shot and scores! And it's Jonathan Weaver again.
Hell of a goal by Weaver.
Panthers with the pressure. Stewart takes it behind. The puck finds its way to Weaver. He's had a fantastic night on the Nottingham blue line, and now he pots the game-tying goal. 9:10 to go. All the momentum is with Nottingham. It's Panthers 4, Clan 4.
We said he was going to give me a little display if he scored tonight, so I'm not sure whether he remembered. He is getting pretty old, but hell of a goal by Weaver.
Panthers immediately on the attack once more. Zajac, who's straight out of the box, is straight onto the ice. Here's Graham. Graham turning, goes to the backhand over the top. Would have been a beautiful goal. And the arm is up from the official as well, just for the line change. So he was going to do something for you?
Yeah, he was going to give me a little dance. We spoke about it before the game, and he's had a good night tonight.
Probably senile. He's probably a bit senile. He's an old man.
Well, he's getting up there, isn't he? But no, he's playing like a 25-year-old tonight, so hopefully he can get us another one.
Panthers winning the draw. Here's Stewart, backhanded in. Matthew Myers will chase up against McPherson, muscles him off. Gets it towards Stewart. Picked off by the Clan, though, and clearing out the zone. Starting to look a little bit of a step behind Nottingham. Here's Matthew Myers. Able to turn in the Nottingham zone. Neat play. Forward to Stewart. Now dropped off to Matthew Myers. It's a great move. Myers will shoot straight into the body. Lovely play from Nottingham, building all the way down the ice.
Yeah, just playing the puck through Braehead, forcing them to force in areas which they haven't had to do for the last 10 minutes with that lead, and it's obviously opened up again. But we have to be careful of the way Braehead are going to break if they had then towards the end of the second period. We don't end up giving up short, outnumbered rushes.
Francis in the circle. Nottingham win the draw back with Steve Lee. He will wrap it around the boards. It's going to go across everyone. Mark Levers will scamper and will get there. Here's Francis dropping it into the corner for Ling. He's driven into the boards. Awful hit. Francis straight in. Ling has gone head first into the boards and stayed down. That is really, really nasty.
He still hasn't moved.
Looked like Matt Hansen with the hit, and that is awful. Absolutely awful. Driven into the boards from behind in that danger area. Steve Lee is having words all the way off the ice. Jordan Fox coming across as well. Just a bad hit, pure and simple.
That's just a big no. Professional hockey player should know better than to hit someone in that position, especially someone the size of David Ling.
Well, Ling is up and being helped off the ice. They're going to go straight down the nearest entrance to the Panthers dressing room. It is Matt Hansen, the defenseman, sitting in the box. And two captains in conversation with Tom Darnell. In fact, Ling's gone back to the Panthers bench and gone for a sit. So he looks okay. Remember the problems Jeff Farima had last year with concussions. You never want to see it. It's just 2 minutes on the clock. But the door is open, so misconduct coming as well. Or perhaps not. There's the call, check from behind, so Ryan Watt will sit in the box as well. He will serve the 2-minute minor. So effectively, Hansen is done for the night. He won't be involved again. The Clan short bench gets shorter and Nottingham have a power play opportunity. Scored on the last one, of course. Would be a remarkable comeback in this third period for Nottingham if they can get that goal. Francis will win the puck on the boards. Get it back from Fox. Now Benedict in the corner. Worked behind to Gallivan. To Francis on the half boards. Gallivan down low once more. Off the bad angle. Still loose in front of Zemlak's going to come back to Francis to shoot. Bouncing through the bodies. Lakovitz on this near side to Fox. Holds off the challenge of two men. Lakovitz goes down low when he probably would have been better going across the slot. Nottingham will still have it with Benedict. Up to Fox at the point. Fox delays and drops it off. Keeps it in fact on the boards. The Clan will come across but can't win the puck back. Here's Gallivan. Keeps it in the zone. Excellent work from Nottingham. Fox slap pass toward the back post. The Clan are able to force it out. Benedict turns up to Fox. Panthers offside at the line. The face-off will come outside the zone.
Come on, Panthers fans, 7 minutes, 20 seconds left on the period. And 1 minute, 9 seconds on the power play. You're here with the GMB Nottingham Panthers.
And remarkably, David Ling is back out there already. Hard nut.
Good to see.
He's thrown out the face-off immediately. Bruce Graham will take. And Panthers will come out with it. Running back to Werner. Werner, nice slap pass into Weaver, stepping forward. Here's Ling. Ling will shoot, saved by Zemlak. What a moment that would have been for Dave Ling, bringing the house down. Now he gets the shoulder on. He'll go towards the net. He will shoot. Big save. Shot saved by Zemlak once more. Stewart still going for Nottingham. Big save from the former Flyer. Into the corner with Ling again. Panthers still with time on this power play. Ling will be chased into the corner. Brings his man with him, gives time for Werner. Werner will shoot, moving in front. And Ling again on the hash marks. Ling tries to feed it to Graham. It's intercepted by the Clan player. Panthers will win it back. Weaver across to the far side. Graham will get there, keeps it away from the defenseman, who gets to it now and is able to sling it down the ice. Not long left on the power play, just 10 or so seconds. Long clearance from Kowalski up to Ling. Ling skips away from one man and gives it to Weaver. Weaver has men arriving into the zone late. Here's Ling. Wants it back, gets it back. Clan back to full strength, thrown in by Ling. Pops back post, still loose, and then backhanded wide of the net by Fox. Everywhere but in the net for the moment for Nottingham. Clan bring it forward. Now the Panthers need to be tight the other way. 5:57 to go in the game. 4-4 the score. Beckett battling in the corner with two Klansmen. Puck pops out for Fox. Panthers have possession. Levers will go for the quick one. Gets to it as well. Stops at the blue line. Drops it in behind the net. Allows Nottingham to get the change. A reminder that Hansen will stay in the box for the remainder of this game. As he has a personal misconduct, Kowalski makes the save and decides to hold on as well. So close on that power play.
Yeah, we created some really good opportunities there, and you know, you said a few times tonight that Zemlak came up big for them with a couple of big kick saves and obviously a bit of the pipe work helping him out in one of the instances.
Kristanovic gets thrown out the face-off. Miller will take it. The NHL man wins it. Zajac slaps it in behind the net. Lee wins the race to it, absorbs the hit from Galbraith. Nice play from Lakovic to get it up to Matthew Myers. He will try to get it forward to Stewart. Instead, he will chase down and will beat Zajac to that one every time and muscle him off. And win it back. Shot off a bad angle from Stewart. He will chase Zajac down in that corner, but the Clan win the puck away. Neat pass over to Galbraith on this far side. Tries to give it back to Kristanovic on the far side. Miller will chase down Gila Pin, who leaves the puck and takes the body. Panthers bring it forward with Matthew Myers. Isolated on this near side, brings it into the zone. Goes for a move around the defenseman. Puck drops loose. It's Ling. It's into Benedict. All on his own. Benedict over the top. Saved by Zemlak. Well, I was joking on the way in that the last time I called a Panthers Clan game here, it was Benedict the hero. Almost the same again.
A wonderful pass by David and a nice move by Brandon. A good save by Zemlak to keep them tied up forward.
He likes playing this building for sure, Garrett Zemlak.
Nottingham Panthers!
Just wonder whether the flashes of yellow on his pants are an indication of where he might want to play in the future.
Not if Craig Kowalski has anything to do with it.
Panthers are going to win in the corner with Francis. It's taken off him by Ash Goldie. Brayhead will get it away down that far side right in front of the respective benches. Good play from Werner. Set to Ling. Over to Benedict on this near side. Benedict knows he has Weaver behind and drops it for him. He drops it behind the net. Benedict will pick it up in the corner. Panthers winning the puck back at the blue line, but have to wait while they go on side. Werner will get it back into the zone now. Fakes the drop pass, then throws it towards the net. Ling is there. Zemlak with no idea where the puck is. Eventually drops down on it. All the pressure from Nottingham again. 4:01 to go in the game. It's Panthers 4, Clan 4. Fox, Graham, Gallivan, Lepine and Beckett, the unit for Nottingham. Puck pops onto Drew Miller's stick. We'll get it again as well. Not out the zone just yet, they are now. Krastanovic has possession, still going. Galbraith and then muscled off it, then Beckett does well to pick the puck up and move it away from danger. Gets it over to Guy Lepin. Nottingham stretching the play now. Here's Fox. Up to Graham at the line. Graham gets it in. Phillips takes the hit from Fox. Clan get the puck away inside the final 4 minutes of regulation. Here's Guy Lepin. Graham tries to kick it into his own path, can't manage it. Gallivan might win the puck instead. It's worked over to Galbraith on this near side. Beckett muscles across him, loses his stick in the process, but does well, at least for the moment, because there's a man loose back post. Coming in is Zajac, blazes over the top, and the whistle comes. Well, anyone else, you'd have been worried. Galbraith, Krastanovic, Millers, luckily for Nottingham, it's Zajac.
Well, yeah, without being too hard on Zajac, I think he was extremely fortunate the puck fell to him in that position, which he's probably not too familiar with. And, you know, he had Jade empty net back door if he had just made a simple pass. So a let off for us there, and let's take full advantage of it.
3:03 to go in the game. Nottingham lose the face-off. Clan get one in quickly on Kowalski. Steve Lee is quickly across. Here's Lakovitz. Bounces off a stick, but it's going to come forward to Lakovitz again, into the zone. Tries to kick it into his own control. Clan player has lost his stick behind the play. Matthew Myers in the corner. Worked over to the far side, chop from Lee. It's back across everyone. Clan might get this one out. Werner jumps in. Does enough to keep the puck in the corner. Clan backhanded around. Lakovitz will chase. Defenseman there, you can see him without the stick. He's going to just get in Lakovitz's way as he goes into the corner. Panthers will come out with it with Francis. Francis tries to squeeze it to Stewart. Then still Francis dropping to his knees. Knocked down by Zajac without the stick. And the Clan now are able to bring it away as we approach the final 2 minutes of the game. Dropped into the zone by Farmer. They will go for a change. Here comes Ling. Drop forward towards Benedict, turned over to Krastanovic. We're inside the final 2 minutes. Picked up by Ling at centre ice. Drops it into the zone and chases up against McPherson himself. Francis keeps it moving away from the Clan defenceman to Ling. Back up to Weaver at the point. Weaver will shoot straight onto the body of Miller. Cross-ice clearance is really well controlled by Guy Lepin, with Galbraith threatening, throws it in on Zemlak, and Francis scurries to get there and force the Clan to hold on to it. 1:30 to go, face-off in the Clan zone. Fox on the draw for Nottingham, big draw this. Winning in as well and working it back to the point. Here's Gallivan, spins away. And then Panthers losing the puck as two players collided. Stick got dropped as well. Panthers are going to skate the puck out through Graham. He looks increasingly confident as he comes forward. Here's Fox. He's going to throw it back towards Graham. It goes down. Now Guy Lepin throwing it on. Intercepted. Brought away by the Clan. But it away evades Chamont. Guy Lepin goes back to Beckett. We're inside the final minute of regulation. Overtime beckons. Beckett goes to Lepin. Panthers drop it into the zone. Stewart will chase. Zemlak out of his net. It's going to be controlled by Matthew Myers in the corner. Throws it off at a bad angle. Drops in front. Can't find a Nottingham stick. Blatant eye stick then from Farmer. And the whistle will come from Darnell with 26.1 to go.
Come on, Panthers fans, put your hands together. 26 seconds left on the clock in the third period with FM Sudovix.
Bit of a foolish thing for him to do, really. Farmer there.
There was no need to really do it. He could have used his hand or anything to bring that puck down. Let's hope it comes back to bite him.
Are you here?
Jay Galbraith in conversation with the officials. The face-off will be in the Clan end. and it will be Brandon Benedict to take the draw. Francis Werner, Ling, his line mates. Benedict takes it, loses it. Clan will bring the puck away, fine around to this near side. Werner jumps up on the plate, keeps his man and keeps the puck away from him as well. Whistle firmly in the pocket from Tom Darnell. Work forward towards Francis, he will drop it into the zone. Gate gets closed pretty late. We're inside the final 10 seconds and it looks like we're about to head for the extra 5, unless the Clan can do something in the final 4 seconds now. Coming forward down this side, dropped into the centre, shot now and Kowalski's over the top, and that will do it. There's the buzzer. We'll need overtime. It's Panthers 4, Clan 4. Good comeback from Nottingham in that third period.
Yeah,
though.
like I said before, a great test of character to dig in deep and get a couple of goals. I think the fans helped us out a lot there, getting behind us once we got within one. And an interesting thing is we probably will get to see Hansen for the last 5 minutes of overtime. So we'll see what the boys have to say about that hit.
Just a reminder that it's Sheffield in the qualifications with a count off. If you're feeling hungry after the game, the Panthers are going to be eating meals supplied by Pizza Express. What a hot day yourself.
So we're getting ready for overtime. Panthers 4, Clan 4. It's a game that swung one way than the other. Panthers taking the lead twice. Gallivan in the first period, Farmer equalising, then Francis and Burns still equalising. Then 2 more goals from the Clan in that second period, Kristanovic and Shermont, before Nottingham staged a really good comeback, really good fight in the third period. Goals from Matthew Myers and Jonathan Weaver, 2 tied up, and you can just see down on the penalty bench that Matt Hansen in conversation with Tom Darnell, who, as David Clark pointed out, we didn't think we'd see him again after that nasty hit from behind. But as the clock will run down, unless we have a quick goal in overtime, we will see him again.
No, I say it's obviously that's something that can be addressed at a later day. We've obviously the 2 points is what we're all about tonight, and you know, I just think that was an horrific hit, and he probably got off lightly, considering how and how David fell, and obviously the awkwardness of the hit.
Just while we have a moment, seeing as he was on the team sheet again tonight and is lurking in a suit down by the player entrance, Sam Gospel, just tell us about the young kid. Made his, I don't know if it was his debut the other night, but his first shutout certainly. Yeah,
cracking kid. Great to see him get a bit of time in the net. Local lad, he's put his time in here through the junior system, and he's been kicking around for quite a few years now with us, and it's nice that he got his first taste. And he's definitely someone to keep an eye on, because, you know, for me personally, you know, I've shot against quite a few goalies, especially young British goalies, and he seems to have a lot, and he's got a good head on his shoulders, and, you know, hopefully he keeps progressing, and we'll get to see him in a Panthers jersey on a regular basis in the near future.
Overtime is underway. Big hit from Dave Ling. And then Francis is searching for his man as well, chasing Galbraith all the way behind the net. Great intensity from these two to start the overtime period. Galbraith will chase down Kowalski. Kowalski out of his net and does really well to wait out Jade Galbraith, who will take a leisurely stroll back to the bench with his team changing. Stewart burning down the right-hand side now into the zone. Gets the shot on, saved by Zemlak, who juggled it for a moment, but he will hold on. Quick release of the NHL player there.
Yeah, great shot. Perfect time to shoot is just as you're going across a defending player, because it gives the goalie less time to pick up the puck and obviously see where it's going to come off your blade. And smart play, could have spilled it, and Matthew would have been Johnny on the spot to get the goal.
Myers takes the draw, wins it, but it's going to pop out the zone. Panthers go offside. Probably a smart play by Anthony Stewart, with Brayhead steaming forward. Face off to come at centre ice. Lakovic's putting pressure on immediately. Brayhead just drop it down the wing. We're a minute into overtime. And here's Beckett to Graham to bring it down the right wing. Lakovic is at the back post. The shot is straight into Zemlak's logo again, and he'll hold on once more. And now to the Fox and Benedict combination for Nottingham. No, Beckett is still just lurking on the ice. Here's Fox. Drops it back to Guy Lepine. Shot from Guy Lepine. Big pad save by Zemlak. Just about gets it away to the corner. Fox will chase in on Burnstill. 44 on 44. Now Benedict in the corner. Works it back to Guy Lepine. Moves it onto his forehand. Drops it off for Benedict. Fox is behind the net. Benedict looks like he wants to go for the wraparound, then holds it back on the logo over to Guy Lepine. Shoots first time, flashes it over the top. And Lee on the far side. Down low to Benedict. Fox will go for the change. Matt Francis quickly into the play. It's dropped down for Steve Lee. Further around for Francis. Nottingham changing players while Braehead have to stick with the four that are out there. Francis will get it back, goes to ground. Gallivan joining him on the ice. Guy Lepine has it. Shots through traffic, deflected wide. Nottingham will scamper and will keep this one in. Will decide to take it out. Braehead get a quick change. Steve Lee scampers down the right-hand side, throws it across Zemlak, who paddles it and holds on. 2:44 to go. The pressure is all from Nottingham in overtime.
Yeah, solid puck possession there by the guys, and looking like we're gradually working and opening. We've got 2:44 here to try and squeeze something.
Nottingham Panthers!
Ling and Stewart this time. Puck pops into the corner. McPherson will get there. Stewart will put the pressure on the puck carrier. Now Kristanovic will bring it away. This is a threat. Kristanovic keeps going, gets his own rebound, but can't get the shot away. Now Werner is able to pick it up, get it to Ling. Now it's a 3-on-2 for Nottingham. Here's Ling down the centre. Weaver is the option. Stewart goes really wide on the far side. No scoring opportunity from it. Stewart will keep the puck moving though, that side. Ling will pick it up, spins away, has the option at point with Weaver. Weaver throws it on. Loose puck, still loose. Werner can't get to it. Now he will spin top of the circle. Drops it down for Ling. Ling at the bad angle. Shoots all the way across the crease and out. Panthers again keep it in the zone though with Werner. Werner throws it toward Ling. Stick comes across from the Braehead player. Straight out of play. More pressure from Nottingham. 1:54 to go in the extra session. Fox and Myers now for Nottingham. Beckett and Lepine, the defenseman. It's Braehead who win the draw. And fire it all the way down the ice. This will be an icing call when Guy Lepine gets to it. Braehead invite more pressure. Puck will come all the way back down the ice. Matthew Myers to take the draw this time. Clan are going to get thrown out the face-off. McPherson to come in. Nottingham win it this time. Guy Lepine shoots, flashes it wide. Matthew Myers will get to the puck first. Fires it around. Fox controls. Back to Matthew Myers. Myers fakes the shot, then throws it on. Jumps up in the air. Might come back to Matthew Myers. Instead comes back for Guy Lepine. Will shoot. Flashes wide. Everywhere but in the net for Nottingham in this extra period. Fox into Matthew Myers. He spins, throws it towards the net. Loose. Fox can't get a stick on the puck. Clam will bring it away. Approaching the final minute of overtime. Braehead player turns to the boards. Is fortunate that Beckett's pass is straight at him. Now Ling will pick it up. Get it to Graham. The misconduct Hanson is over. Here's Ling at the goal line. Goes on the turn. Spins around and the puck's going to dribble in. And Panthers were winning in overtime. It's Dave Ling who spins around and throws it towards the net. It might have taken a deflection off Bruce Graham. But either way, with 58 seconds left in the game, Nottingham take the extra point. An overtime winner. A great fight back in the third period sets it up. And Nottingham win the game in overtime.
Yeah, I think Big Bruce is going to claim that with his big size 13 skate. Linger made a cracking play to get around the defensive player, put it across the crease, and like we said earlier, put the puck to the net, good things happen, hell of a play. Good job, Linger, nice finish, Bruce.
Great character from the boys tonight.
Definitely, definitely. 2 goals down going into the third period. At home can be a tough ask, and I think that's a great sign for this hockey club.
Well, thanks to David Clark from Owen Bradley. Enjoy the presentations. Enjoy the night.